Alright, hi you guys and welcome back to my channel. Coming to you for makeup that has expired video. As in, I know it has expired and it either has ended its time with me, or either it's like smells a little bit weird or whatever, but it's still good to use. I know that totally sounds weird, but yeah. You know, that's basically the intro for my video because that's it. I just want to really get into this so I can edit it and get it all over with. Hopefully you like my look today. It's a olive green look with a red lip, and I'll put the details of my face in the bottom description box. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that's totally upsetting to me because it's now becoming fall, and like I said in many videos before, I usually like to go towards burgundy looks or plummy looks. So the fact that this palette has expired and isn't working like I'm used to it working totally upsets me, but I'm still going to keep it. So we're going to talk about my Modern Renaissance palette by ABH. This is it. Still looks totally good, barely even dug in, except for there's a little bit a dip in Love Letter, but that's about it. I was project panning this palette last month, but as I was trying to do it, I noticed that my eye looks wasn't coming out like I wanted it to be. Like I was using Venetian Red and Love Letter, and for some reason they wasn't like picking up on my eye as exuberant as they used to be, like just being bold. They kind of like faded out, and throughout the day the colors were just getting muddy and faded and just smeared all together. So eventually my eyes just looked brown. It was weird or whatever. But yeah, this just doesn't work for me anymore. Like they still like, you know, they still like what's it called, swatch clearly and nicely, but once you start blending they just become like a muddy mess, and I just don't like that anymore. But I am collecting my Modern Renaissance palettes, except for the new one, the sultry one I'm not gonna get, but you know, I'm collecting mostly all of them, so I'm gonna keep this in my storage, and I'm just gonna try to debate on if I'm gonna get a new one, or if I'm just gonna stick with this one and probably just use one shade at a time. With other palettes, I don't know yet. It just really depends on how I feel. My next one is, it was in my September monthly box that is uploaded, and it is my Milani Luminoso blush. Yeah, I just feel like this isn't working for me anymore because, as you can see, it comes off really pigmented, but once I put it on my cheeks or whatever, all you see is the shimmer. There's no real pigmentation there. It just gives me like this washed out highlighted pigmentation or whatever, and I don't like that. I rather for it to just be more of a blush. Here it looks fine or whatever, but as you blend it out, it literally like fades away and all there is left is shimmer, and I don't like that. And I have had this for a couple of years now. It says 24 month expiration date, but I'm pretty sure I'm well over that. And then here we have another palette. It's my Tartelette in Bloom palette by Tarte, obviously, and this is the palette here myself. As you can see, these shades really don't work for me anymore. They honestly look all one shade when I blended them out. A while back in January, I was trying to pan this palette too, but every time I did it, it did the same thing as my Modern Renaissance one. It was blending all into one. It was looking muddy. It just wasn't looking like it should be anymore. So now if I do go into this palette, I literally just take the shimmers that are in here and just pat them all over my lid. Like I used Firecracker the other day and just put it on my lid, and it actually lasted a good amount of time. Not a lot amount of time, but a good amount of time. So next we have a fun one, and this is my eyeshadow, my single eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna do a video with this. I did it once before, but that video didn't come out right. So I'm gonna do a video with this, just showing you my single shadows, but I'm gonna show you a couple of shadows that I know for sure have expired because they just don't work the same. So this is it. Looks absolutely beautiful. I added new shadows in it today and then I organized it, but it looks absolutely beautiful. But my Corrupt here by Makeup Geek looks beautiful when you swatch, when you rub it on your finger, but it's not as black as it used to be. So the other day I was using it and I was blending it out on my eye, and it was coming up patchy and missing spots. So then I used another black, and the black filled in all the spots that color had missed. So I knew that that shade just wasn't working up to its ability that I used to, because it used to be so black. And I want to say honestly, mostly all of my Makeup Geek shadows have expired. Like I have on a Makeup Geek shadow right now called Take Two, and it's this one right here. And like I said, they swatch beautiful, whatever. But they just don't do what they used to do. Like, if I can do this and they immediately start fading away, that means that they have expired in my eyes. If I have to keep packing and packing and packing, not like I used to, but you know, back in the day I used to just sweep it, you know, one or two times going in and just sweep it all over my eye and it'd be good. Now I have to spritz it and dip it all again or whatever, which is fine with me or whatever, because I do love Makeup Geek shadows. But I just know that I need to dig into my single shadows a lot more, because I have a lot of Makeup Geek indies in here. Like 95% of this is Makeup Geek, so I have to make sure I use them, at least take some time to get some looks out of them, and then probably at the end of this year I will declutter them and fill them up with some more shadows that are from indie brands. Next we have my Colored Rain liquid lipstick in the color Berry Rain. This does smell differently than what it used to. It smells a lot more chemically, but as you see there, it's still beautiful. Like, it still blends out right in as well. And I know that I'm almost done with this, because there are little spots in here that's showing that like I'm almost done with it. I just don't wear purple that much, but I'm gonna try to get more use out of this, and then sooner or later I'm gonna get rid of this, because I have had this for over, I'm not gonna say that, but I have had it for a very long time. And when I did declutter it at the beginning of this year, it wasn't bad yet, but now I'm just going through my liquid lipstick some more and realizing that it is. So we're going to still talk about liquid lipstick. I have my I'm Royalty by Jeffree Star. I know that this is expiring because the texture of this is dry. So it's not as smooth as it used to be. It doesn't just glide on. I'm actually wearing a liquid lipstick by him today, but it's not gliding on like it used to. It's totally different. The texture in here is very dry, and when you put it in your lips, there's a little bit of a tingle or a feeling to them, which totally means I need to throw it away. But I'm not going to throw this away, because I have a whole collection of his lipsticks. Like right here, I have a whole collection of his lipsticks, and I just know I'm not going to get rid of them. I've had that for over 3 years now. Yeah, I think I got them when he first came out with them. So yeah, that is totally expired. And then also, Blue Velvet by him these have scents in them, so it's a root beer scent. I'm Nude by him. This one still works great, but yeah, Blow Pony, that consistency is totally different now. I got those all around the same time, and that's just the consistency of them. They're just totally different. Even them drying on my hair right now, some has already dried up and some haven't, so they're just totally different from what they used to be at the beginning. But I think that's only because I really don't reach for these colors anymore. Like, my taste in liquid lipsticks have totally changed. Like, I used to be all into purples and stuff like that, but now all I'm into is nudes and red colors. So yeah, but I'm not going to throw them away. I totally love them. They, like I said, they hold a special place in my heart. And yeah, that's it. So you guys, that is the makeup that has expired in my collection. And if you like the content that I brought to you today, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.